So there's this massive push happening in Indonesian education right now. We're talking about the government sending out over 280,000 of these incredible interactive flat panels, or IFPs, to schools all across the country. The idea is to completely change the game in the classroom. But here's the thing, a fancy new screen, that's really just the start of it.
I mean, this is a huge step forward, right? We're talking about getting the latest digital tools into classrooms everywhere. And the whole point is that this screen is so much more than just a piece of hardware. It's meant to be this amazing window, opening up a whole new world of exciting, interactive learning for kids.
But, and this is a big but, what happens when you look through that amazing new window and it's just empty? That's the critical question schools all over are asking themselves right now. And that's exactly the challenge we're going to dig into.
All right, so let's talk about the empty screen challenge. It's this idea of a fantastic promise that, for a lot of schools, just hasn't quite been delivered. Okay, so these high-tech screens are going absolutely everywhere. I mean, even to the most remote areas, what they call the 3T regions, the frontier, the outermost islands, the places that are often left behind. But what teachers and schools are finding out really fast is that having the cool gadget is only like half the battle. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, that's the reality for so many schools. A powerful, expensive screen that's just blank. It's a blank slate. But then you look to the right. That's the potential. A screen that's buzzing with life, packed with books, videos, all sorts of learning tools. I mean, it's literally night and day. So, if you're a teacher, you're running into two huge problems right out of the gate. First, you get this amazing panel, but there's nothing on it. No content, no lessons, nothing ready to go. And second, any software you might find to put on it needs a good, stable internet connection. And that's a massive deal breaker, especially in those remote 3T regions we were just talking about.
And this is where the story gets, well, kind of funny, but also a little sad. This quote from news reports just hits the nail on the head. Without the right software, some of these incredible cutting-edge learning tools are apparently being used for karaoke. Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. It's just such a perfect, frustrating example of a huge missed opportunity.
So what if you could just fill that empty screen instantly? Well, that's where a solution designed specifically for this exact problem comes into the picture. It's called KipinIFP. So what exactly is KipinIFP? Think of it like this. It's a plug-and-play app that just floods your panel with this giant library of educational stuff. Books, videos, you name it. And here's the absolute game changer, the most important part. It all works 100% offline. No internet, no problem. And get this, the whole thing, all that content, it comes on this little USB drive. It's so simple and tangible. We're not talking about some complicated cloud thing that you have to log into. No, it's like a physical key, a key that unlocks a whole universe of learning for literally any school, no matter where they are. All right, so what exactly is packed inside that little USB key? Let's take a look. We're basically talking about an entire digital library ready to go in seconds. And yeah, completely offline. First off, you get more than 5,000 school books, all lined up with the curriculum. Think about that. That's a whole library's worth of textbooks right there at your fingertips. And that's not all. You also get over 2,000 educational videos. You know how powerful that is? It makes tough subjects come to life, makes them visual and exciting for the students. It's a total game changer for engagement. And check this out. To get kids excited about reading, there are more than 500 literacy comics. These aren't just any comics. They cover things like culture, history, science, even building good character. It's all about making learning fun. But what really blows me away is the range of all this content. It's not just for one grade level. No, this covers the whole shebang, from preschool all the way up through high school and even vocational schools. They've even got super specific stuff, like videos for learning Javanese script and special tools for literacy and numeracy. I mean, it is just so incredibly thorough. Okay, so the library is absolutely huge. We get it. But you might be thinking, is this going to be a nightmare to set up? And the answer is no. The whole philosophy here is just pure simplicity. We're talking plug, play, and teach.
I mean, look at how easy this is. It's just 3 steps. 1, you plug the USB into the panel. 2, you install the app right from the USB. And 3, you type in a serial number, and you only have to do that once. That's literally it. No crazy setup. You don't need to call the IT guy. A teacher can be up and running with this in just a couple of minutes. And here's another really important point: compatibility. This whole system was designed for Android, which is exactly what the government's IFPs run on. So there's no guesswork. You know it's going to work perfectly with the equipment the schools already have in their classrooms.
Okay, this all sounds great on paper, right? But does it actually work in a real classroom? Let's talk about the real-world impact this is having right now in schools all across Indonesia.
This right here is a really powerful quote from a teacher, Ibu Alprina Yanti. She was living that empty screen problem every day. She said her panel desperately needed resources, and that KipinIFP was the thing that finally made learning come alive. I mean, when you hear that directly from a teacher who's actually using it, that says it all. And it's not just her school. We're talking about Kipin's technology being used in over 3,000 schools all over Indonesia. And this isn't just a local thing either. It's actually gotten international awards for being so innovative in education. That's some serious credibility. So look, if your school is ready to finally transform that empty screen into a real, vibrant center for learning, the way forward is pretty clear. All the contact info you need for Kipin is right here. And that really leaves us with one last question for all the teachers and school leaders out there. That big, fancy panel on your classroom wall, is it just a screen, or is it a real gateway to learning? Because as we've just seen, the difference between the two might be a whole lot simpler than you ever imagined.